Africans in the African society. So there are a lot of continental Africans, but not that many diasporic Africans. And the continental Africans seem to think of us as second rate, like we lacked some kind of authenticity, that somehow our experience didn't seem to matter. So I was feeling alienated from different angles, or rather it was this growing sense of who I am. I was having to explore that, having to explore what it really means to be African. But in any case, I was most comfortable with the African students. With the Europeans, there was always this expectation of me to perform. I can't really say too much about that, but there was always this, you had to be black, particularly. Couldn't really be quite whatever African at that time meant to me, but somehow I always felt I had to perform. Anyway, having entered the university as an adult student, I was 22, but they classify you as an adult student from, I think, 21. And being the only African in my department, feeling not quite African enough and isolated from my family and my Guyanese root, I suffered from anxiety attacks and depression. I saw the university's counsellor to deal with the depression, which helped for a while, until that is, he broke down in front of me, and I found myself, this is a true experience, I found myself counselling him, offering him tissues. I reasoned that I didn't need him after all. What I needed was to understand that root, my foundation. I took a year out and returned after 15 years to Guyana, where I was born. And there was the foundation. Africa would then eventually become what I understood as my root, but the foundation where I actually came out of initially was Guyana. When I went back to Stirling, I had the confidence to write freely, to care little about the grades and the bias of the teachers, because this is inevitable. There's nothing I can do about this. They're going to be biased, and you need to understand this. So I would now please myself. I would now write for me and say in those writings what I wanted. Whatever essay they gave me, I wrote without trepidation of how they might feel about my bold assertions of identity. A particular example, we were asked to write a 2,000-word